30th. Tomorrow's the 31st, but tomorrow is one of the biggest nights of the year because it is New Year's Eve. Everyone will be out drinking, getting their drink on, they Cristal pop and all that good shit. They're going to be drinking like a motherfucker and not giving a fuck about anyone. Stop. Listen to me. You can still go drink and party and have a really good time, and you don't have to put no one's life at risk. Just make sure you use all the safe precautions like calling a cab. And if you don't have the money, there's some cabs that will give you rides for free on New Year's Eve. You know, it's a holiday that a lot of people drink on. Make sure your surroundings, before you start getting fucked up, make sure your surroundings are calm and cool. And the people that you trust, at least have one or two people with you that you trust at all times. Otherwise, you'll wake up next to a bitch that you want to saw your arm off of just to fucking get away from her. That's no good. You don't want that, and you definitely don't want no creepy crawly shit up your butthole or on your ball sack because your dumbass slept with the wrong woman. That's a no-no. All that being said, there's a lot of fun things to do on New Year's, and yeah, a lot of it does have to do with drinking. So if you get out there and you drink with your friends, just make sure you're safe. Make sure, beyond a reasonable doubt, nobody is drinking under the influence. Now listen, guys, people talk a lot of shit about me because I smoke a little weed once in a while, okay? I don't drink. I don't pop pills or none of that shit. And I ain't never heard no one smoking a blunt and dying because of the weed getting them too high. I've seen of people, driving safe because they were high and paranoid and didn't want to get pulled over. But drinking and driving does not mix. There's, like I said, there's free cabs out there you'll be able to call. And if you're with a sober friend, maybe your sober friend could, take you where you need to go. If not, there's buses, there's all kinds of shit. I just want everyone to have a safe New Year's. Let's bring in this New Year's alive. I've lost a lot of family members over holidays that's done drugs and everything else. And here's a little story I've never told anybody, but I was hooked on crack about 12 years ago, and I was hooked on it big. For 2 years, but listen, I didn't use help to get off of it. I realized I was losing my family. And when I thought I was losing my family, that's when I said, fuck it. I was just done with it. It was hard. It was not easy. But I knocked the habit. And every once in a while now, I smoke a little weed. But like I said, who's ever heard of someone driving a car, getting too high, and fucking killing someone? Well, listen. If it's off weed, I guarantee the statistics is not very big. Weed helps people relax, calm down. If they do got issues, it helps them pull back into it. I'm not saying it's right in any way, shape, or form, but it's right for me, and that's the way I feel. Adolescence, I don't think you should do any kind of drugs. You should stay away from it, and alcohol. But if you do it, make sure you're with other people that'll keep you safe. And no matter what, if there's anyone out there that's planning on shooting up that's never shot up over the holidays, do not do it. For one, you can get all kinds of diseases just from the needle, and that ain't even from the drug going in. That ain't even the accidental overdose. And, we've had record highs lately of heroin overdose where I live in Ohio. I just want everyone to have a very safe New Year's. Hopefully these tips have been helpful. Just stay around people you trust, guys. If you get too messed up, make sure someone's there that can stop you. Because like I said, you could wake up in bed with a lady that you want to cut your arm off, or a man that you want to cut your arm off and get the fuck away from. That's never good, and it's definitely not good when you go to the doctor the next day and find out you got something you ain't getting rid of. So make sure you got somebody with you trust. 2, make sure you get a cab or a bus or something if you don't have a sober driver. 3, try to stay away from influences that's going to put you in a situation that you don't want to be in. And 4, biggest one of all, in my opinion, is, stay away from hard drugs. Don't go to parties they're going to be at. Smoking a little weed and drinking's fine if you're not out on the road driving, but there's quite a few people in my family that's been in instances that somebody's died due to drinking and driving, and I don't want to see that on any other family out there. Hopefully everyone's had a very blessed Christmas, and hopefully everyone has a very safe New Year's. Please follow these tips of being around somebody at all times that is safe, to be around somebody you trust. Make sure you get a sober ride, so you have a sober driver, no matter if it's a cab or a bus. Do that, and try not to get too messed up where you don't know what you're doing. Otherwise, it could fuck your whole life up just for one night. And we don't want the new year fucking your whole life up. We want the new year being a start to something all new. So anyways, guys, make your New Year's resolution, stick to it, and hopefully it's a good thing. If it's losing weight, maybe stop drinking. You know, I made a New Year's resolution 12 years ago to never do a hard drug again. I stopped, crack after 2 years, and I'm healthy as anything now, and I'm still here as a father to my kids. My son's in the Navy, my daughter's on honor roll, my other son's he's getting there. But anyways, guys, I do want you to enjoy New Year's. So happy New Year's, everyone. Hopefully you had a Merry Christmas, and I'll see you guys real soon. I usually say stay deadly, but I don't want you to stay deadly on New Year's. I want you to stay safe. So stay safe. Please like, please subscribe, and we'll see you next year.